So guys, welcome back to another video. And in this channel, long back I made a video on how to bring lists and dialogues inside your Flutter applications, guys. It was a pretty much basic entry level video, and since then a lot of people have been asking me how to style those particular dialogues. Usually a lot of dialogues are nothing but simple overlays on top of the screen in which some content appears, right? And whenever you, if the barrier dismissible is set to true, whenever you tap elsewhere, the dialog will vanish, or you can have some action buttons tapping on which the dialog will vanish, right? So that's a normal alert dialog. How to style this alert dialog and create your own custom dialogs, that's exactly what we are going to see in this video. It's going to be a pretty much simple video. I'll show you a basic example. Consider that this is a review that's stored in your Firestore collection, and you are going to pull this review and show it to the user. So there will be a usually if it's a long review, then there will be like 4 lines shown, and then there will be a read more button. When you tap on that read more button, or when you tap on that show more button, it will automatically open up a dialog and then show you the full review, right? So here I have a small review. I'll try to recreate that entire effect in your Flutter applications right now. I have a blank Flutter app. As you can see here, I have a blank Flutter application, right? Inside this, what I'll do is first I'll go ahead and try to pull this particular document from here. So I'll have a column. No, first I'll write code for pulling that document. New file, review service dot fine, and inside this I'll do class review service and get all reviews Firestore dot. Before we begin, I should probably mention that I have already installed the Cloud Firestore plugin, as you can see here. And not only that, I have how do I say this, a couple of fonts in the assets directory, and I have added these fonts as well here, right? Now if I get in here, and then why, I don't know why the IntelliSense is not working. Import firestore.instance.collection. What happened? IntelliSense collection reviews dot get documents. Fine, and I'll return this. Okay, now I have something that will get all the documents from the reviews collection. Right now we just have one document, that is a simple review given by some customer. Now inside this, what I'll do is I'll do a column, and inside that column I'll give main axis alignment dot center, and children. Inside this, what I'll do is I'll give a center child text. Okay, I don't have the review here, right? List all reviews, close the blank list, and then what I'll do is I'll write an init state as usual. Once again, my IntelliSense is not picking it up. And review service, right? Review service dot get. Okay, now at least the IntelliSense should work fine. Yeah, it works. Get all reviews dot then query snapshot dot. Fine, you understand what's happening here, right? And I'll even use a Fine. Now what we'll do is inside this, okay, it always messes up with my alignment, but other times when I need this intelligence it's not even working fine. Anyway, this child will be a reviews loaded. I'll check here if it's loaded. If it's true, then obviously I'll give a text, and then inside the text I'll have all reviews, right? What was it? Yeah, all reviews of 0 dot data, and what was that field name? Review made. Fine. If it's not, then I'll have an empty container. Cool. Now if I save this and run this on a device, it should show me the review. What was the review? Nice place, good service, on a blank screen right at the center, right? So I'll just run this. Alright, now we can see that the review is loaded right at the center of the screen, right? Let's try changing this. Now generally what will happen here is I'll have a button that will trigger the, since you are inside a column, after this I'll have a button, raised button, and what this will do is fine. Now I have a raised button as well. Let me just save this so that you guys can see the button. Cool. We can see the button which shows show more. Now whenever I tap on the show more, I should see the review in a nice looking dialog, right? So now generally first I'll show you how the default dialog would look. Another dialog in Flutter, how it would look, I'll show you. So future boolean, and I'll have a info dialog or something like that, info dialog, and this will take in two parameters, context and the review that is to be shown. And inside this I'll return a show dialog, and inside that show dialog I'll have the context barrier dismissible, this I'll set to true, and builder, this is the function that will build the content. So build context, and inside this I'll return an alert dialog, and for the alert dialog, as usual, we can simply have a title would be a text saying review, fine, and content would be text, once again saying no text, this will be review made, right? And actions once again would be widget containing a flat button, maybe flat button. This flat button will have a child text, okay, and on pressed navigator dot of context dot pop. Fine. Now if we save this, nothing will happen since we didn't call this info dialog here. So I'll go ahead and do that, info dialog context, and all reviews of 0 dot data. Now if I save this, it will let us wait for it. Yeah, it hot reloaded. Now if I tap on the show more button, you see that we get a nice looking dialog. This is the default dialog, right? The simple overlay on top of the screen that shows the review, and it has a title and a small flat button. Upon tapping that flat button, we are returned back to the original screen, right? This is the normal dialog that we usually see. Now how do we style this? We need to make this, we need to apply some styling to this and make it into a wonderful looking dialog. So let's go ahead and do that now. So I'll write that in an entirely new function maybe, so that you guys can get a better idea. Now for that, what you'll do is, once again, future, I'll apply some simple styling that will look elegant. Okay, show review, maybe show review, and that will be context review once again, and this will return a show dialog once again, and inside this, as usual, you will have a context, and barrier dismissible once again, true, and builder function. This will accept a build context method, context, and inside this I'll return a dialog. The dialog is the original class that we can use to make custom dialogs. Okay, so I'll close this. Okay, return dialog, and from this I'll give it a shape. First of all, shape, rounded rectangle border, and border radius why is my border radius dot circular some 10. Okay, 10.0. and the next thing is I'll have a child will be container, and this container will take in two parameters, height some 350 maybe, and width, this will be some 200 maybe. Okay, and I'll give some decoration to this, decoration, box decoration. Inside this I'll give the border radius dot circular 20.0. fine, and inside this container I'll have the child of this container will be a column. Okay, right now let me show you guys how this looks. This should be show review, right? Just watch how this looks. Now we just have a blank container. You see that we get a nice looking dialog with a specific height and a width, and the edges are rounded. Okay, this is what we have so far. Now let's add some more styling to this column. Inside this, what I'll do is I'll have a children, and as usual I'll use a stack children once again, and the first child will be a container, and this will have a height of 150. So I have a specific container inside the stack that has the height of 150, which is the first child, and the second child will be overlaid on top of the first child, as you guys probably know. So what I'll give is I'll give a height of 100.0, and decoration once again, box decoration. Inside this I'll give border radius dot only. Why am I using border radius dot only? You will get to know in a minute. Top left radius dot circular 10.0, and top right radius dot circular once again 10.0, and colors dot teal. Oh sorry, this is not inside border radius, this is inside the decoration. Fine. Now if we save this, you guys can see how this looks on the dialog. Okay, it reloaded. If I just tap on show more now, you can see that we have a colored section in the dialog, right? Now let's apply some more styling effects. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make use of the picture. The reviewer picture is there, right? I'm going to try to place that picture inside this dialog. So what I'll do for that is, since you are inside a stack right now, I can simply go ahead and the third element will be a positioned. Now I have to do some calculations based on my imagination. The width of the entire thing was 200, right? So top I'll give 50. So since this container was 100, I can simply give 50, and left I will give some 94 maybe, since the width was 200, and this position will have a okay, anyway you'll get it. These are measurements that I'm just doing on top of my head. Child container height 90.0 and width 90.0. okay, so I have a small container, and the decoration I'll have once again box decoration. Inside this box decoration I'll give border radius border radius dot circular 45.0, so that it looks like a perfect round avatar. Border dot all colors dot white. Style border style dot solid and width I'll have it as 2.0, so that it gives a nice border to our circular avatar. And we need the image, obviously. Image decoration image network image. For the URL I'll simply go ahead and make use of this URL reviewer pick, right? So review, and inside this I'll give review, oh sorry, what am I doing, reviewer pick. Fine. And after this I can just give a fit box fit dot cover. Fine. Now it will appear to look as if the image is in the center, like a circular avatar. Let's just save this and see how this looks on our device. So I'm saving it and waiting for it to reload. Okay, it reloaded. Now if I just tap on show more, wow, we get the nice looking image at the center, right? It's almost at the center. Yeah, it's fine. And the dialog itself now looks more elegant, right? Let's go ahead and add the review and the button here as well. So I'll just tap outside to dismiss that. And after this position widget, hey, I can come out of the stack. It's still inside, will still be inside the column, right? And I'll give a sized box. Even the sized box it's not suggesting. Height will be some 20.0, and after this I'll add a padding, small padding edge insets dot all 10.0, and child will be the text will be the review made, and style will be the fine. Now we have the review, and fine. Now we have the review, and I'll just go ahead and add a button after this as well, so that it looks more stylish. So after this padding, I'll go ahead and add a sized box, height 15.0, and flat button, child, center, child, text. Okay, we have a button text, and for this text I'll apply some style. Fine, now we have a flat button below that as well. Now I'll just try to press this. So on pressed, on tapped, or on pressed, this will be fine. Navigator dot off, context dot pop. Alright, now let's just save this and see how our end result looks. So I'm just saving this, waiting for it to hot reload. Yeah, it did. Now if we tap on show more, wow, you get a nice looking screen, nice looking dialog, nice stylish dialog, and you also get a nice review and a nice flat button at the bottom, tapping on which the dialog is dismissed, right? Now this would look rather, wait, I'll show you both side by side, then you will understand how much difference we can make with a simple code. I have a raised button here, right? I'll create one more raised button, and inside this I'll do a info dialog. What was that? Info dialog, right? Info dialog. And this I'll do instead of show more, I'll give default. This is the default dialog, right? Just for a comparison I'm showing you guys. If I just tap on default, this is the default dialog that you get. Okay, default alert dialog that you get. Okay, now just with few lines of coding that we wrote right now, this entire show review, we can make this look like this. It's stylish, right? It's stylish and elegant and simple, minimalistic, right? Now obviously you can add your own custom style. You can design this, I mean you can add more and more stuff into this and then make it look like whatever you want. I tried this out and then I thought maybe I should show you guys this today. And there were also a lot of people asking me how to create stylish dialogues rather than, you know, show normal boring ones. So yeah guys, this is the method. You can do a lot of, I mean your imagination is the limit. You can style it as per your wish. So yeah, if you found this video helpful, kindly hit the like button guys. This is what I wanted to show you guys today. If you found the video helpful, kindly hit the like button. If you like what I'm doing on this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and click on the bell notifications icon so that you get a notification every time I upload a video. And yeah, just subscribe to my channel, and if you found this video helpful, kindly share it with someone. Okay, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.